Hey everybody, Steven here, playing Subnautica Below Zero, over by the entrance to the glacial basin. Not the glacial connection side, but just this kind of bay area here. And I was looking around, somebody mentioned a comment about the iceworm bones and something to look at, which we'll look at also. But as I was over here, I'm floating through the ground, and the way they do this now is they'll add some stuff, but because it may be underground, it's just a little bit harder to find. I didn't mention it in the last video, the update video. I did in the description, but I didn't talk about it actually during the video. They moved the warper gate that was in the iceworm arena. So they moved that, couldn't find it, didn't know what was going on, and then came over here and I noticed the land here has been tweaked. They've changed this through here. They've also brought over more of the jellyfish, which is really, really cool to see. So let's go fog on day. There we go. So we're seeing a lot more of these guys. But with this change, we'll take that back off. We have ourselves a new tunnel. Right here. So the big question is, where does it lead, right? So, and this is definitely one of those, it's just, they just needed to create a tunnel really quick. This is by no means the final product. You follow it, follow it, follow it, and it is quite long. Takes us up right here. And so this is interesting because we have a little elevator, and then it comes up, 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 and there it is. So they moved the Precursor gate here all the way to this new area that they created. And we'll kind of back out. And that takes us, boom, right here. So this used to just be a flat area. There was really nothing up top to do. Now we have a tunnel, so you have two entry-exit points here. So I'm wondering how they're going to do this with maybe a ladder or something to get down, right? So they've moved that here now. And I'll show you where it used to be. So, it used to be right here. We had this little entry point here. And it was right in here. Don't know what they're going to do with this. I don't know if they'll scrap it or put something else in here. I hope they keep it, because the more areas to explore with this, I just think the better the game overall is going to be. So we have that. That is pretty cool. We'll look at this again, kind of from the outside here. It'll pop back in. There it is. That was too far. So yeah, now you have the area that I was just at that you can go into the glacial basin here. We have this, which leads us to the iceworm arena, and then you have the glacial connection going to the glacial basin. Which I want to see if this, maybe they've changed the name of this. I don't know. Let's see what, whoa. Nope, so this is just telling us we're actually in the Arctic Spires at this point. So that, because you have the iceworm arena that kind of turns into the Arctic Spires. Alright, so we have that, but let's actually go to the Arctic Spires real quick. This will be the last thing that I show with this video, so it will definitely be shorter this time. So in the Arctic Spires we have the iceworm bones. And with this, I don't think this is going to be the final product. I think this is just kind of a placeholder for this. I think they'll tweak this a lot more. Right? I'm hoping to see more flesh, and then somebody pointed out this right here, we actually have an iceworm just kind of situated here. So I'm thinking that this is actually just a placeholder potentially for Carcass. That was something that somebody said too. It's like, why would there just be a handful of bones? Why wouldn't we see like a full Carcass or anything else like that? So I think that is actually the direction that they're going to go with this. And that this is just obviously the placeholder. And I don't think we have any more in here other than that one right there either. But I'm hoping they upgrade this area a lot, and that's one of the things that's on one of the developers list to do. And that was a comment that I saw from Obraxis on a post saying that this particular person was working on this. I think we'll potentially see a gate over here. We'll see something. I mean, that's going to be a pain to come all the way over here. It's just you're trapped, and then you got to back out the same way. So fingers crossed we see a gate or something here. Or maybe another pathway and it leads us back down here. I don't know. We'll see. But that is it for this. Fingers crossed we see more changes in this next week. We're getting closer and closer to April being done with, so I don't think we're going to see EA 9 this month like they had originally talked about, but with the virus stuff going on, I know that they've had some setbacks with that, with voice work and other things. So fingers crossed we actually get to see maybe early May, but then after that too, you actually have the, what is it, EA 10, and then on that, and somebody pointed this out, and I remember looking at the Fabro site, it's like EA 10 Alpha. I don't know if those are separate things, I can't remember. And then you have the 1.0 release, and with that 1.0 release, you're actually going to see, hopefully, fingers crossed, the console version of this releasing as well. But I don't know if they're having setbacks with that as well, with everything that's going on. So, I don't think these tunnels have changed, no. Well, that is going to be it for this video, and I do want to say too, if it's, I try to like every comment that I can, unless it's just, I don't know, vulgar or something like that. I'm not going to pay too much attention to that, just because that can turn into a rabbit hole. But if you guys make a comment and I don't answer it or something like that, or I do answer it and you reply again and then I never get back to you, it's never on purpose. It ends up being that more people have commented and I can't find it. It's just hard to catch up with again. Considering, I mean, I have a full-time job still. Well, it's a company that I run that's mine, but then I also have a family, I have 2 kids, like all those other things get in the way, so it's by no means I'm doing that on purpose, but I did want to just address that, just in case everybody's like, man, he's not responding to me. Like I said, it's not on purpose, but that is going to be it for this video. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.